to another behind-the-scenes sneak peek at everything GM Canada. I'm at GM's Canadian Technical Centre with Phil Asante, Senior Software Developer. Phil, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
So here at CTC, we're primarily focused on software development. My team works more on vehicle controls, and we're responsible for bringing together all the software that makes up our active safety features, as well as our advanced driver assistance systems, like Super Cruise.
That is so interesting. So what are you going to show me today?
A little bit about how we take our code and put it to the road. So we'll be looking at how we take our software, run it in a virtual environment, and then take it out to the track.
Sounds great. Let's go.
So every driver assistance feature is tested in a virtual environment well before we take it out to the track. Yamina and her team are responsible for developing that virtual environment.
So what are some of the benefits of testing in a simulated environment?
The biggest advantage to testing software in a virtual environment is safety. It allows us to test challenging driving scenarios in a controlled environment. For example, if another driver cuts you off, brakes suddenly, or creeps into your lane. Virtual testing also allows us to evaluate thousands of scenarios, resulting in better performance and a faster development time than we could do with only physical testing.
All right, Anne. So right now we're in the garage for the McLaughlin Advanced Technology track.
That is a mouthful.
It is. But this is where our engineers come to analyze the data that they've collected out on the tracks. It gives them an opportunity to see how the software is performing in a more realistic environment.
I've been dying to check out Super Cruise.
Absolutely, let's do it. So, through the power of editing, we're back here at CTC on another day, this time for you to try Super Cruise on your own.
I'm ready, I'm excited, let's go. So here we are on the 401. For my non-Ontario friends, the 401 is one of the busiest highways in Ontario. Let's test out Super Cruise in a real world situation. Oh my God, okay, I just put the indicator on and it changed lanes. Ah! That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It changed lanes for me and we just moved perfectly into that center lane. That was awesome. In the spirit of being hands-free, let's try some other cool hands-free features. Alexa, play hip-hop music. Okay, that was so fun and so incredible. I can see how once you start driving with Super Cruise, you never want to stop. And your job seems like so much fun.
It really is. And it's a great time to be in the automotive industry, especially as an engineer here at the Canadian Technical Centre. We have teams working on electric vehicles, state-of-the-art infotainment systems, and even on cars that drive themselves. Great time to be a software engineer in this space.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining me, showing me Super Cruise, and thanks to everyone watching behind the scenes at GM Canada.